coming from Dar es Salaam. And for the past 3 years, we conducted one in Dodoma. And this year, maybe we may go to Northern Zone. 2 years, we haven't been able to conduct first 2 years. 20.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. As you have heard, my name is Sylivia Temu. They call me CPA Professor Sylivia Temu, but I call myself Sylvia. That's as simple as that. Yeah. Okay. First of all, I would like to acknowledge the organizing team led by Mr. Maneno and specifically manager Peter Limo. I would like to appreciate the workshop facilitators. I will mention you by your names. I am told you are 5. I would like to really appreciate your presence. Young women and men, or young ladies and men, right? And gentlemen. I'd like to specifically appreciate the Secretariat of the Nbaa for preparing this very important workshop, which brings you together. We value. We value, we appreciate you, because without you, there wouldn't be Nbaa. So thank you very much for turning up in these numbers. I wouldn't say they are hundreds, but they are in tens. So we appreciate your presence very, very much. Before I deliver my few words, I would like, first of all, to express my gratitude to the Almighty God for the gift of life. It's really a gift. We don't deserve it. It's a gift that He has granted us. Recall what has gone on in the past 2 years. We have not even been able to meet as we are meeting today, but we were also affected in the way we conduct our examinations. So I think each one of you in everyone's faith should remember to thank God for this gift. Don't take your life for granted. So having said that, I would like again to express my sincere gratitude to you guys, ladies and gentlemen, young faces, young future professional accountants and auditors and tax consultants, for having found time to attend this very important workshop, which aims at acquainting you with knowledge, with the skills, but more so on the practical issues, practical challenges that you may have to encounter as you prepare for the examination. I would actually wish to echo my appointee, my president, Madam Samia Suluhu Hassan, for having appointed me to serve as the chairperson of this board since November last year. So join me to thank you very much. Secondly, I would like, again, as I said, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to you facilitators, starting with the CPA Rashid Ugano. Is he here? Yes, CPA Edson Leons. CPA Elimbiz Mlai. Douglas Muna. Thank you very much. And my colleague, young colleague, CPA Emmanuel Christopher. We are in the same department here at the University of Dar es Salaam. Thank you very much, Chris, as we call you. I'm aware that you have a lot of commitments. You've just finished exams or you're marking, and some of you have to attend to practical training. But your attendance to this day shows your dedication to the profession, but also the passion to the accounting profession. We are boastful of our profession and we pride of it, and so we are proud of you for having come here to share your knowledge and experience with these young people who are intending to join the profession in various cadres. Without repeating, I would again wish to thank Peter Limo, particularly your department and your team, for being very consistent in organizing these kind of workshops because they are extremely important. Ladies and gentlemen, I think you have been here since morning, and this time around we have organized this workshop to focus on 5 subjects, right? And I'm sure you have covered a number of them. I will not repeat them, but I'll just mention them. B1, financial management, have you covered it? Okay, so you are well prepared now. Oh wow, I'd like to see the scores. B2, financial reporting. And then B4, public finance and taxation. Kodi uwaga isumbui lakini. Kunisumbua sio kwa nini kusumbueni, especially nyinyi wasichana, na mimi niko msichana. So I really don't see why it's a problem. Then B1, C1, corporate reporting. And C3, business and corporate finance. Yeah, you've covered all. But specifically for this year, based on our experience, we are going to give a lot of effort on enabling you, on assisting you to focus on B5, performance management. Those years when I did CPA, it was called managerial accounting. Yeah? This has been a subject that has been of big challenge to many candidates. Looking through the questions, we really do not see why it is so difficult, why it is so challenging. But we think that it has to do probably with the way we prepare, it has to do with the perceptions, with our perception. Ukishasema performance management, ni ngumu, itakuwa ngumu tu. Ukisema ni rahisi, you'll find ways of making it easy. So the pass mark in this particular subject has been really discouraging. It has never crossed the line of 35%. If I'm to share with you the statistics, in November 2020, B5, we had 953 candidates. Only 233 passed. That's below 25%. Moved to May 2021, we had even more number of candidates, 1,552. Guess how many passed? 395, just above 25%. Come to this year, May 2022, the examination results, which we just declared, we had 1,603 candidates and only 533 passed. And this accounts for only 33.1%. I said we have never crossed that line of 35%, which is very discouraging for us. You know, we are not happy. We are not happy with this kind of performance. And therefore, we are requesting even the facilitator who is talking about B5 to please, yes, please, to please give these candidates sufficient tips, depth, to enable them to cross the line. Yeah, cross the line. And this is of a big concern, not only to you guys, not only to the examiners, but even the markers, but to us as a governing board. You remember, I don't know whether you saw me on TBC the other day, and that guy was very clever. He asked me, so you prepare hard exams for the candidates to fail. It was a very tricky question. You prepare hard exams for candidates to fail. No. We prepare standard exams for our candidates to go through to become capable, competent candidates who can compete anywhere in the world. That's our intention. So we are not preparing exams for you to fail. We are preparing exams that will bring you to that level benchmark. Ukienda Kenya, you are the CPA. Ukienda US, you are the CPA. There should not be difference between a CPA from Tanzania and a CPA from the US, from Kenya, or whatever, right? So when you fail, we get depressed because we are thinking that we are not getting the right number. We are not yet there, we not get the right number of accountants at the appropriate time. We are delaying to fill the country with professional accountants. So that you can understand our depression as a governing board. That's why we echo and support the Secretariat's interventions or preparing workshops like this. Okay? And I'm told again, so having talked about those 5 subjects, you are also going to discuss, and I don't know who is it Mgano, who is going to talk about the difference between academic examinations and professional examinations. For those of us who are at the university, we go to the lecture room, we give you PowerPoint, we give you notes, and then we say, you even ask areas for concentration. Here, there's nothing like areas for concentration. So, we want to benchmark you, so expect any question. But the resource person will talk about it. Is it Muna?
Yes.
Yes, thank you. We'll talk about it. Thank you so much. So, our observations. Now let me share with you our observations and lessons from the many examinations we have conducted so far. We see that there are several reasons for failure in examinations for many candidates. Take it or leave it. One of them, a major one, is poor preparation. Investment of insufficient time. Many candidates are not putting in sufficient time in the preparation for the examinations. In other words, the seriousness that you need to lend to your CPA examinations, to your professional examinations, to your ARTIC examinations has to be very high. Don't compromise it with any other activity. So, adequate time for preparation is very, very critical. Don't take preparation for examinations as a by the way. Ngoja niangalie movie, and nowadays with this data, ngoja niangalie movie nikichoka nisome. No. Unasoma ukichoka, relax na movie. You see? Reverse. Ukisoma ukichoka, relax na movie. Because I know you, I've been there. We didn't have TV anyway, maybe that's the reason. Can you imagine, we never had TV, but we had our own stuff. We had cinemas and the like, right? You are looking at me and say, how did she live without movies? That's how it was. Yeah, and and that's why I'm saying effort, time, prioritization. Another observation which we've made is this transition from college to professional examination. You see, at college you are used to teachers, you are used to notes, you are used to teacher-centered facilitation. In professional examinations, it's you. It's about you. It's self-learning. It's student learning. It's you putting in effort. It's about you organizing yourself. Organizing, as you always, organizing and garnering yourself as you prepare for the exams. So what are we trying to say here? We are trying to say, first of all, if you are organizing yourself as a student, as a self-learner, you must be able to know what are you organizing yourself for. Let's say you are going to sit for B5. Do you know what B5 stands for? What are the contents? Unajua ile syllabus? What is the syllabus? What is the Nbaa syllabus with regard to performance management? What are the contents? That is just step number one, knowing what you are going to learn as a student, as a candidate. Secondly, the resources that you need. Resources that you need. Is there a study guide? Yes or no? Yeah, there's certainly study guide. But then what are the other supplementing materials to enable you acquire the knowledge? And I'm talking here about acquiring the knowledge. I know some of my friends and all the friends, they went through, examination questions and examination questions and examination questions. It's good. You may be lucky. Those questions may reappear in different construction, but you will not have that broad knowledge that you would need to attack or to handle the question. So please, do a lot of self-learning, invest a lot of your time in self-learning. Study guide is primary, but have supplementary materials that are provided in the Nbaa library as well as in the guides. A third observation which we have made is that a lot of candidates do not want to sit for the mock or tests that are provided by various tuition providers. You need to be able to test yourself. I call this testing yourself. It's like a litmus. Is there anybody who did chemistry here? Una test acidity na nini ile? Basic. Ukichukua litmus paper una test inakuwa pink, acidic au inakuwa nini? You need to be able to test yourself. In other words, the tuition providers, we encourage the tuition providers to give you tests, to be able to enable you to measure up yourself. And so it is extremely important that you also you prepare and sit for those tests or mock examinations to get prepared for the board examinations. Take them seriously because they help you to benchmark yourself and to pull up your socks as you get ready for the board examinations. We understand, okay, what I see here, I see a forum of many young people, but we are aware that some of our candidates are self-employed or others are employed. It's not a bad thing. After all, this is about lifelong learning. It's about growing in the profession. This is very good. But then, how do you share your time between your business, between your employer, and your self-learning? What is the trick? We are saying here, read a bit about time management. How do you divide your time? And how do you prioritize? If you are doing a to-do list for every day, for every week, for every month prior to the exams, what do you prioritize? Prioritize your professional examinations. You know why? Because they just take short time. You do it, you pass, you get to the next level. Soon then you realize you've finished your level or you've finished the whole package of CPA, right? So manage your time, prioritize, and invest your time. The first thing that I said. We at the Nbaa, we have our role to play. Our role is number one, to make sure that we monitor the tuition providers. So if you are registered with, if you register with a particular tuition provider who is recognized by the Nbaa, be sure that they are being monitored. Be sure that they are being monitored. We monitor their quality. Some of them we downgrade them, we deregister them because they are not doing service to our candidates. But those who have thrived, those who are there today, they are registered, they are recognized, and we know that they are doing a good job, but we are not settled. We do not settle. We monitor them every review session. That is our duty. You do your duty, we do ours. Furthermore, we as the Nbaa, I have mentioned it, our work is to support you. Our board is there and always questioning management. How are they supporting the candidates to pass particularly those very challenging subjects. One of the things that we have done is to ensure that we have study guides, and those study guides are being upgraded. Don't worry about whether they are up to date or not. We make sure that they are up to date. when there is a standard that has been reviewed, like now, which standard has been reviewed, it has to be IFRS 9. IFRS 9 and that other standard on leasing, IFRS 16. Now, IFRS 16 on leasing, they have all been upgraded, they are all different now. And we make sure that such developments, such updates feature in our study guides. If the study guide is not fully reviewed, but then at least there will be supplementary material to make sure that before you finish your exams, you are current, you are up to date. That is our job. And if there is anything, and I'm now going to say, if there is anything that you want to advise us, please get access. I'm a public figure. When I say mimi ni mtu wa umma sasa, I'm a public figure. You can reach out to me, but we request you to reach out to the Secretariat and tell them what are the concerns that you are facing as you prepare for the various examinations. And we assure you, we are going to work on them. We are what? We are going to work on them. If you have any concerns, you have anything that you want to share with us, if you are facing any challenges, please tell us and we are going to share with you. We have these facilities. They are not for us here to dance in. They are for you to come in and use. We have the library. It's for you to come and use. Resource room. We have the resource room downstairs. It's for you to come and use it. Okay? And I think we are preparing for Dodoma. God thanks, we have been able to get a very big piece of land. We shall also have a resource room for you there, for those that are around Dodoma or Singida, whatever, for you to come and use it. We are there to save you, young men and women, so that next time when we are old and we are gone, you also come into these chairs and the profession goes on. Okay? So please. So with those few remarks, and on behalf of the governing board that I chair and the Nbaa team, I wish, though belatedly, officially open this workshop. Thank you very much for
Thank you, CPA Professor Sylivia Temu, for officially opening our one-day examination candidates workshop. She has spoken many things. Yes, she has summarized almost all the papers in her open remarks. Thank you very much. And we also take this opportunity to congratulate you for being appointed our chair. Dear candidates, some of you are hearing about the chairperson of our governing board, but maybe you have not been able to get the opportunity to see her physically. So she's here.
So this is here.
Yes. So, if there's anyone with any question, one to the chair.
Kiswahili, Kifaransa. By the way, last year examination, ladies pass rate was higher than men. Men, watch out.
Asante kwa jina naitwa Benjamin Kaswahili. Level ni intermediate cadet.
Okay.
Nilikuwa na wazo inaweza ikawa swali kwa namna nyingine kwamba hii mitihani pa kufanyia ni Bunju, Sasa kwa mfano sisi tupo hapa, tupo maeneo mengi, na maana tuko kwa wengi wetu sisi tuko hapa maeneo ya karibu. Sasa kama kulikuwa na uwezekano, ingekuwa na room ambayo iko karibu zaidi kwa maeneo ikawa rahisi, kwa sababu ile kwenda kule Butu itakuwa shida kwa namna nyingine, maana ni mazingira tena mageni. Inaweza ikawa ni changamoto pia. Asante.
Kiswahili kweli, naongea Kiswahili kizuri. Kiswahili. Bunju kule kunaitwa Accountancy Professional Center. Right? Tunafanya mitihani. Unajua mitihani ni tuna uhakika na usalama wa ile mitihani. Na uhakika ni karibu na bahari, usafiri wenyewe ni mrahisi, hakila basi. Kuna mabasi zaidi ya mangapi yanafika Bunju. Ukifika tu pale Bunju shilingi 500 tu unafika pale center. Umefika. Yaani sisi tuliamini miaka hiyo. By the way, mimi nilikuwa mjumbe wa bodi mwaka 2002 mpaka 2008 nikiwa msichana mdogo tu. The examination process was totally Salaam. Kwa Dar es Salaam, kwa sababu tuna candidates wengi wanatoka sehemu nyingi, Kimara, Temeke, Mbagala, uko sasa hivi Bagamoyo, wapi. Kwa hiyo tukaona tukiwa na center tutakuwa na uhakika wa usalama wa mitihani, tutakuwa na mahali tunawatunza invigilators wetu, tutakuwa na uhakika wa mahali ambapo tunawaona watahiniwa wetu na tunawatunza watahiniwa wetu. Vyakula vyetu wala sio ghali sana. Na ukitaka kutoka nje ule sio hichi chips bwana, mayai yale na chips na